Hello and welcome along to Center Court on Spinnaker Television. I'm Jacob Lovelace.
And I'm Madison Consuegra, and today on Center Court we will be talking about the latest in UNF basketball.
We'll also recap a wild finish to Super Bowl 51 and who got into the Hall of Fame.
And joining with us today to help us with it all is Dallas Moore.
Thanks for coming along, being with us.
Oh no, thank you for having me.
So let's go ahead and just get started with it. Some UNF basketball, all right?
Yeah.
About 2 weeks ago, played Florida Gulf Coast. Big game, two teams in first place, so just kind of want to get your thoughts, if we could.
Yeah, I thought it was very competitive. You know, competing for first place is something special, and I thought the students did a great job coming out to the game and supporting us. It was a great atmosphere. Obviously, we lost by 4, kind of hurt, but, you know, we kind of bounced back on the back end. So just beat Stetson the other day recently and just trying to be 1-0 every night.
So that game against Florida Gulf Coast, lost 86-82. Tight game down to the wire, like you mentioned.
Yeah.
But that last shot by Brandon Goodwin, could you just talk about that and kind of how that shaped up?
Yeah, the last minute, you know, it was really intense. I think I came down, missed a shot. They came down, missed a shot. Then they got the ball back after tip out of bounds. And Garrett made a good coverage. And we forgot to get out to the corner. And Brandon Goodwin knocked down a crucial 3. And
That was big time.
Yeah, helped him out at the end. I think he stole the ball at the end, too, and got a layup. So he's a really good player. Really good team, but tough loss. We should have won it, I think. And we'll be back, though.
I'm watching the game, just kind of my thoughts, and I'm sure you guys have played everybody in the A-Sun right now.
Yeah.
And so I left that game, and I'm sure you did too.
That was
leaving that game going, these are the best two teams in the conference. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't want to, sell anybody short, but you watch you guys play, and it just looks like the elite of the conference.
I mean, yeah, you can say that. I mean, the top conference is really tough. You know, Kennesaw, Upstate, Lipscomb. Lipscomb's right now rolling. I think they're 7-2, I believe. Upstate, Kennesaw, both 5-4. Kennesaw took Gulf Coast to the wire by 3. They took us to the wire, had a game winner for that one. So the league's tough, but we'll see what happens, see what shakes out. We still got to play both of those teams down the stretch.
I feel like FGCU is kind of like our rival, though.
Yeah, it's more of a rivalry game because it's like an in-state thing. It's been going on for the last 2 years. We've both been top of the league, so it's always a good battle with them.
So a big feel with that going on.
Yeah.
And I'm sure in-state recruiting and stuff like that, very competitive.
Yeah.
So definitely that feel in the game.
Yeah, definitely.
That's cool. So in this game, both teams played great games. You know what I mean? It was just two really good basketball teams. You had 32, Chris Davenport and Garrett Sam stepping up. A lot of guys playing good games. But I want to take a look at what Coach Driscoll said after the game because he really reiterated the fact that this was just two really good teams. Coach Driscoll said after the game, this is an exciting and competitive college basketball game. That is exactly what you would expect when you have two teams battling for first place in the conference. It was a game that came down to the final possession, and you got to give Florida Gulf Coast credit when they had guys make some huge shots when they needed it. So really just kind of reiterating our thoughts that two very good basketball teams going at it. And
it was very well played. It was a good game. It was exciting to watch. I know the crowd was everyone was pumped. Like,
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. I mean, you guys do a good job. Like, of course, you are always just there to score, but you've had a lot of help from Chris Davenport, who's played exceptionally lately, and then Garrett Sams, who's been outstanding as a freshman. I feel like he's very helpful to you, which is good.
Chris has been playing out of his mind the last 3 or 4 games, maybe throughout conference. I think he's the best shooter on our team right now with like 40-some% from 3, and his field goal percentage is amazing. He's playing incredible on defense. So I'm just happy for him. He's doing a great job. One of my best friends on the team, and we room together, so I see him every day. So I don't know what he's doing, but I like it. So keep it going. And Garrett.
So there's no kind of inside information that you can give us that it's like
no, I can't. But
if anybody knows his kryptonite, it'd be you, right?
Yeah, probably. And Garrett's just an outstanding human being. Just to start off with, he's just great on and off the court with people, and it shows on the court. He's doing a great job. He's shooting the ball well. He's got a lot of confidence. For a freshman to do that and really step up, he's going to have a great career here.
Very cool. It was a great game at Florida Gulf Coast. But after that, a little bit of a road trip, right?
Yeah.
Play Saturday, Monday, starting off at Stetson. And the Stetson game. First half, you guys look great.
Yeah.
Second half, a little bit of a struggle. So tell us kind of some things that happened there.
I think we got the first half we were playing defense. You know, we really couldn't score the ball like that. I struggled the ball shooting from the field, and I think a couple other dudes did as well. But Chris in the first half was amazing. Wajid, I thought Romello played really, really well in the first half and in the second half. He had a lot. I think he had like 5 or 6 blocks. In the second half, I don't know. I felt like we got too comfortable and relaxed, and they outscored us by 23 in the second half.
Yeah.
23. So that really hurt us. We didn't play any defense in the second half. I thought we let our guard
So
down.
defense is big
Yeah,
big
defense
deal.
is what we stress. Coach loves defense.
They had Stetson had some high scoring and like really just good plays from
Yeah,
like
they
Luke
did.
Doyle and Divine Miles. Like he had a double that game. So
Yeah, they came out. They came out with intensity, and I thought that's what we lacked. And Devon Miles came out. He had some great assists. I thought Newton shot the ball well from the field, and Luke Doyle shot the ball well from the field.
yeah, they both did. But
And this game too, worth mentioning. You talk about him a lot today on the show. Is Chris Davenport?
Yeah.
26 points in the
Yeah.
game, and really kept everybody in it for a long time.
Yeah, he kept us in the game for a long time. Rebounding the ball, I thought Romello did as well, hitting the jump post, getting a lot of blocks. But Chris was outstanding, just knocking down threes, driving to the lane, getting dunks, just doing what Chris does.
That's awesome. Good stuff there. Obviously coming out with the loss, but headed at Florida Gulf Coast after that.
Yeah.
A big game. I'm sure you guys wanted to get back, right?
Yeah.
And play them again. Again, close in the first half, and in the second half. Kind of tell us what you thought about the second half.
It was a tough road trip, man. After that, we took a 6-hour bus ride to FGCU. So nothing's easy, but we knew what we had in front of us. We've done it before. And we got out there in the first half. It was close. I think we were down 2, I believe, 34-32 at the half. And we were right there, just where you want to be in games like that, especially at a place like that. Great atmosphere.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, so
Great crowd.
just like here. So I thought we were in a good place in the second half. I thought we did the same thing we did versus Stetson, kind of let our guard down, stop defending because we let our offense dictate our defense.
Yeah.
And that kind of hurt us at the end.
it's hard being away though. I mean, like being in the Osprey, the nest, it's like
Yeah.
you have your people and everyone's cheering for you, and like nobody likes FGCU. So it's it's hard to be away, and I can feel it's more pressure for you guys to play away, which is I think why you guys kind of let your guard down too. That does have an effect on it.
And the road trip plays a big part in it too.
Yeah, road trips a lot. You
So
gotta-
Saturday,
Yeah.
right? You finish up at what 6, 7 o'clock playing against Stetson. The next day you're traveling all the way down to
We actually
Fort
traveled
Myers,
that
right?
night on a
That
bus,
night.
so we didn't get
Really?
there until 11, 12. So we got to
Gotcha.
go to sleep. Then we had to wake up and go to practice early that morning because I think it might have been, that wasn't a doubleheader. I don't know if the girls had a game or not, but
And that's just
it's
the
a
nature
tough
of it.
road. Yeah, it's just the nature of it. It's just a tough road trip.
So that's something everybody has to deal with. But really cool coming back at home against Stetson.
Yeah.
Had the 3-game losing streak, and we're able to snap that. So let's take a look at the highlights from the Stetson game
Okay.
and see what we got here. A great
Yeah.
game from both teams, if we can get the highlights.
Yeah, there we go. So obviously the Stetson game, you guys, Ospreys had 5 players in double digits, which was just great to see because then we blew them out of the water, 96-64.
That was a great game, and obviously 3 guys right around 20 points.
Yeah.
So really well balanced, sharing the load. And one thing Coach Driscoll, and I think this is really cool, he talked about you last time he was on the show that you love sharing the ball. Your
Yeah.
first nature is to give the ball, right?
Yeah.
And so last year you had Bo, you had Trent, you had Bebe, and you had guys all over the place where you could drive in the lane, dish it out to them.
Yeah.
And this year you've been scoring more. And then
Yeah, you've
this
been
game,
putting up
11
more
assists,
points.
double-double, and it was like, it just seems so natural you find your teammates and them knocking down the shots.
Yeah, it's one of those things I've always wanted to get better at since I've been younger, just passing the ball. And I think Coach Driscoll and the coaching staff have done a great job. Having great teammates helped a lot as well. So that's been great. And coaches wants me to be ultra aggressive shooting the basketball. So when I pass up some stuff, he's kind of upset. But it's just my nature because I like
Getting the
seeing
teammates
guys,
involved.
Yeah, just get my teammates involved.
Which is what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, but I can see why he wants you to be more aggressive because you have that potential. So it's nice to see when you put up 30 points a game. It's not a bad thing. It's not
No, he
really.
definitely doesn't complain at all.
But that game was it was
Yeah.
fantastic to see you guys win one, just break the losing streak. So hopefully we'll continue the winning streak. We have 2 more home games?
Yeah,
Yep.
some home games coming up this
GIT.
week, but in this game, and I think it was really fun to watch in the second half in this game, Chris Davenport,
Dunks.
dunks. You said it.
Dunks.
What other way to describe it then? Just dunk after dunk after dunk.
Yeah, he might have had 5 dunks.
What was
in a
it,
row,
4 or
I think.
5 in a
4 or
row?
5 in a row. We watched it on film the other day. It was pretty funny. He just kept dunking back to back. What helped us though is he was actually getting some steals as well, getting stops on the defensive end and rebound. I thought Aaron Horn, our new guy, did a great job. Our JUCO guy did a great job.
So some good defense leading to some
Yeah.
easy offense. I know in the ESPN3 booth, looking at the the between the legs pass and the behind the back and over the shoulder, man, that was fun to watch and really cool. Dunk after dunk after dunk.
Thank you.
And so talking about Chris Davenport, so I highlighted here the last 6 games from Chris Davenport. As you see the stats from Chris Davenport the last 6 games, averaging 19.2 with 7.8 rebounds. I mean, you're taking a look at this too.
Yeah.
And you watch it now, you're looking at the numbers of it.
Yeah, because I've only realized the last 4 or 5. I haven't really
realized it was a stretch like this.
No, but Chris is playing incredible, and he's just also a great human being. You know, he's always willing to help on and off the court, just taking pictures, kissing babies. This is Chris. That's just Chris. But on the court, he's a different type of dude. He's just a great competitor, and I'm glad it's showing because earlier in the year he was kind of struggling, and it kind of hurt us. And he was hurt by it because he always wants to help the team, just wants to win because that's just who he is, the best competitor on our team, I think. And just to see him do well from a best friend standpoint on the court, I know we both love to compete, but just seeing him do well, it means a lot to me. So I'm glad he's doing what he's doing, helping us win.
And then you mentioned a rough start for him to this season, but really cool to see him bounce back. Now, next time we have a graphic of Chris Davenport, I'm going to have to throw in at the bottom the kissing the babies too, because it's not just the dunks, it's not just the points and the rebounds, but kissing the babies too. I'll have to throw that in there.
Yeah, I think
he'll laugh at that one.
You got to recognize that too, right?
Yeah.
Great aspect to the show. Kissing the babies, I love it.
A lot coming up this week though. Busy week.
Yeah, busy week.
So Thursday, NJIT, right? So last game against NJIT, a tough loss. So just give us your thoughts on NJIT. And then USC Upstate coming up, homecoming this Saturday.
Homecoming is exciting.
NJIT is really competitive as well. They defend and they rebound. I think they're the best rebounding team in the league, defensive rebounding team in the league, if I'm not mistaken. And that's always tough. Somebody that rebounds that well, it's hard to get second chance points. So we got to be on our P's and Q's on the offensive end. And we just got to lock in defensively. Once we lock in defensively and rebound well, it's hard to beat us. So we'll see what happens Thursday. Just try to be 1-0.
All right, so that's what you got. The Ospreys are going to try to be 1-0 this Thursday and this Saturday against NJIT and USC Upstate. But stick with us here. We have to take a quick break. Give us your feedback on the show at unfspinnaker.com. Tell us what you think. And stick with us here. We'll have the Super Bowl and all that and more coming up right after the break.
Strangled to death.
He just punched a baby.
Is anyone asking how my hand feels after punching that iron-like jaw of that baby?
Hello and welcome back to Center Court. My name is Madison Consuegra and Jacob Lovelace and Dallas Moore with us, and now we are going to jump into Super Bowl.
Everybody loves the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah,
You
everybody.
mentioned during the break you like basketball more, obviously, but
Oh, yeah.
but you'll watch for the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course. I watch Super Bowl. I wish the Bucks were in it, but that's a different story.
Unfortunately, no. And
As a Jags fan, I understand that. But let's go ahead, take a look at these highlights here. Falcons off early, started off, good start up 20-0, but
Good,
Tom
great
Brady
momentum.
coming back right here. Hits James White with the pass. And look at this, the run after the catch. Look at there, getting to field goal range. How about that? Take a little bit of momentum heading into halftime.
they definitely gained momentum after halftime because I don't know what it was. The Falcons just got too overconfident, and they were, after their, the third touchdown, they were just kind of like, okay, well, we're going to just hang out here. And then Tom Brady just found the holes in their defense. He dominated.
Yeah, and take a look at this second touchdown right here. Or pass to Julio Jones setting up the touchdown, making it 28-3 early in the second quarter. Look at this pass. Look, that's money
Beautiful.
right there,
It is.
right? Taking a hit and making the catch. So a great play there, and it'll set up another touchdown, make it 28-3. And then from there,
And then
like
from
you know,
there-
it was all Patriots. From there, it was all
Tom
Patriots.
Brady.
Yeah, White made the first touchdown for the Patriots, which is where their momentum started. And you know what? I gotta hand it to Tom Brady. I really didn't want them to win. He did not need another Super Bowl, but it's fine. From coming back from a 25-point deficit, you deserve it at that point. I mean, if you're gonna make it happen, then it's yours. And into overtime.
Yeah, it's one
First
heck of a
Super
way
Bowl
to
into
do it.
overtime.
And one thing I definitely want to take a look at is that Julian Edelman catch that set up
Oh my
the
gosh.
game time drive.
Yeah.
And you watched the Julian Edelman catch, and we talked about it.
Yeah.
The concentration is
dropped
what
it.
you mentioned.
Concentration is
And there we go.
unbelievable.
There it is. It tipped, and then he drops it.
And if we can get a second look at that, he didn't have it for a full second, or there's this brief second where both hands were off the ball. Look at it, in the midst of three Falcons defenders, look at everybody running around what just happened? And look at it,
So,
off the tip,
yeah.
three guys fighting for this ball.
And he caught it, and then he just lost it for a second.
That's the
There we
amazing
go.
part to me right there, the concentration to stick on. And I told you during the break, once he made this catch, I'm watching the game going, there's no way they lose this game after you make a play like that. And the first thing that popped in my mind was back when it was Patriots-Giants. David Tyree made a great catch on the helmet. That's what I thought of. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that set up the Giants win. I'm just thinking, you make that great of a play.
You just can't lose that football.
And playing sports, sometimes there's a will to win. You know what I mean? There's
Yeah.
just a will to win. And when you make a play like that, you're not going to be denied.
Yeah, I think the Patriots
Yeah, no.
just wanted it way more at the end. I thought the Falcons kind of relaxed on offense. They were playing with the lead instead of trying to score more. So I thought doing that to Brady, I feel like that's something you just can't do.
No.
You can't do that to Brady at all. And I want to take a look at it. His first and second half stats. Very cool to see. Just overall a great game. But the second half when he caught fire, man, there's
my
just
gosh,
nothing
yeah.
to stop Tom Brady.
Nothing can stop Tom Brady. There we go. The second half, 267 yards to average out for the whole game, 446. That's incredible.
It's a great game, and you talk about two touchdowns in the second half, really bounced back after the pick six in the first half. But, man, he took over the game.
I think he was tired of hitting the floor. He was tired of being sacked. And he threw his one interception, but he still came back. What an incredible feat for Tom Brady. He deserves it, honestly.
And then look at this,
There
here
we
with
go.
the trophy and the fifth Super Bowl for Tom Brady, Dallas. I mean, it just begs the question, is he the greatest to ever do it? And even his coach, too, Bill Belichick. Look at the emotion there. But 5 Super Bowls for those two guys together.
And
Hard to
4
argue
Super Bowl
that that's the
MVPs.
best combo ever.
Yeah.
I think so. I think Brady's the best quarterback to play in the game. He's just so poised, driving the ball down the field in the last second. Just being great on the field is just Tom Brady. I'm pretty sure at halftime he got into his offensive lineman, got into the dudes, and even coming out, the Falcons came out tough with that touchdown. Brady was just always on the field, always in the fire, just coaching his guys, and that's what he does best, and that's why he's the greatest ever.
Yeah, a lot of leadership there, too,
Yeah.
to lead your team back and just take over that game. Really cool to watch.
It was really cool to watch. He won Super Bowl MVP for the 4th time. Like another trophy to put on his wall he's got there.
And
but
if he's got a wall for all that, it's full.
yeah, it's full. It's
Yeah, I'm
very
pretty sure his
full. But
trophies.
you know what? There's always more room for Tom Brady. He's gonna have another one. Let's just get real. He's not done yet.
When you start talking about 5 Super Bowl wins, we're talking about in the likes of like Joe Montana back in his run with the 49ers, and obviously we're not old enough to remember those days.
No.
And so
Yeah.
definitely in recent memory, the best that any of us can ever remember watching. I mean, obviously
Tom
Peyton Manning a
Brady.
close second, but winning 5 Super Bowls, to me, there's no discussion that he's the best in my memory.
I agree.
I'm gonna have to sadly disagree, or not disagree. Sadly agree, but I just wanted to see the Falcons win it. You know, I like an underdog, and I just loved their momentum during the first half. Like, yes, it was boring because they just kept going, but you know what? Stuff happens.
And as we wrap up, you mentioned before the show, and I think this has got to go on, Chris Davenport is a huge Atlanta Falcons fan.
Huge Falcons. He's from Atlanta. He's from the heart of the city, so he was so excited during the first half, snapping on Snapchat, just
Oh,
talking
boy.
noise to everybody. And I told him, just calm down. Brady's coming.
Brady's coming.
And he was like, there's no way. And it just really crushed him at the end. It was like he took it like we lost. So I thought that was kind of funny.
I could only imagine if my Jags were in it and that happened, I'd be
Oh,
feeling
man.
the same way as Chris Davenport. And if your Bucks were in it,
Yeah, I'd be crushed.
no different.
Crushed.
But anyway, that's Super Bowl 51, a comeback for the ages.
Mm-hmm.
It's something that we'll remember for a long time.
And it's been just a full year of like championships just coming back. I mean, the Cubs, the Cavaliers, like it's been a good year. So, I mean, we don't have time for the Hall of Fame, unfortunately. We'll have to wrap it up here, but thank you, Dallas Moore, for joining us. I love that you came on the show.
No, thank you for having me. I'm happy to be here, and I'm willing to do it anytime you want me to. So
I certainly appreciate that.
Yep.
We want to let you guys tell us what you think about the show. So get to us email us at UNF Spinnaker, follow us on Twitter and tell us what you think. Lovelace_Jake.
And Madison Mikel, Mikelc for Twitter. And that'll do it for today.
Before we go, we got to make sure you catch the UNF women's basketball game Monday the 13th on 95.5 Spinnaker Radio, WSKR, at 7 o'clock. We'll have the play-by-play right on Spinnaker Radio, so very cool.
And let us know what you thought of the show by emailing us at UNF Spinnaker or contact us on Twitter, like we had just said our Twitter handles. Again, it's Madison McKell C, and Jacobs is
Lovelace_Jake. So thanks for tuning in. Dallas Moore, Madison Consuegra, Jacob Lovelace. Thanks for tuning in to Spinnaker Television on Center Court. We hope you tune in next time.